Hey guys, Poro here with another Worlds 2025 daily recap, this time for the second semifinals match between Top Esports and T1. This knockout stage has been pretty crazy recently. Not only did T1 beat AL in what I would personally consider an upset, but then yesterday, KT took down Gen G in a significantly bigger upset to make it to Grand Finals. I personally predicted T1 to win today because Top Esports have been historically massive chokers against every LCK team ever, but who's to say we won't continue the chain of upsets? Let's see if Top Esports can actually show up, or if they'll choke once again and falter to ramping up. I can't even believe that I wrote that, bro. Game 1 was an extremely slow-paced game, as it felt like Top Esports always had some kind of excuse to not fight. Give first Drake because Doran canceled Green's recall that would get him Rocket Belt. Give Herald because Han got chunked and burned both summoners mid lane from a Varus ult. Give second Drake because Sivir doesn't have IE. Give third Drake because Jackie Love lost Flash and ult in a top lane scuffle. Top Esports didn't go for a single contest until Otacon, where they would play a pretty underwhelming situation. 369, Cream, and Kanavi went for a one-shot onto Mordekaiser, but Mord just ulted the Wukong and T1 steamrolled the fight. 2 for 0, where they then took Otacon and Baron. Top Esports would go for another fight on the Baron push, and Akali would get a kill onto Varus, but the back half of the fight was all T1 and it ended up being a 4 for 2, which gave T1 Soul. With the Cloud Soul and the last remnants of Baron, T1 would quickly win one more teamfight and win the game. I hate for the recap of Game 1 to be so short, but it feels like Top Esports didn't even show up to play. I get that there was always technically a reason why they didn't fight, but I think multiple of the early objectives were fightable to some degree, and Top Esports just found any reason imaginable to sack it. Then when they inevitably lost one teamfight after being down everything, the game was over. That's it, that's Game 1. There's a reason why I had no faith in Top Esports to take the series, and I'm definitely not feeling any more confident now. Game 2 was another pretty easy T1 win, but you know what, at least Top Esports tried a little bit this time. To be honest, it looked like it would be just another rollover. Kanavi had some pretty bad early pathing, and then at 6.5 minutes, T1 went for a 4-man dive on Jackie and Hong. I'm almost certain both players of Top Esports don't have to die here. If either Hong or Jackie Love have better flashes, or if they both commit to bailing and using all of their flashes and dashes to run away, I'm certain they can get out with just one death. But instead, they both die under turret with miserable looking flashes, and T1 start out with a massive lead. The Corki Nami do fight back a bit though, as they grab a kill onto the Galio topside a few minutes later, and then Top Esports actually take a fight win after second Drake with a nice slow chase that results in a good Ambessa ult on Kai'Sa. Corki and Nami then dive Guma under tower and one-shot him, but Jackie Love decides to overstay and push out another wave, so he promptly gets collapsed on in one shot. A major theme of this game is Jackie Love getting dove on in one shot, and while I understand that some deaths are entirely unavoidable, I think this is definitely not how the fights should be going if Top Esports were playing well. Jackie Love dies way too many times on timers he shouldn't be, first of all, but even when he does get fully committed on, the fact that he has a Nami and Trundle should be good enough disengage that he can at least get like one rotation of spells off before he dies, and then if Ambessa can land her ult on Kai'Sa, then they can trade marksman. The issue is that Jackie wasn't doing well with his attempts to survive, the peelers weren't peeling, and 369 whiffed most of his ults. All of this combined makes it look absolutely unplayable. T1 would easily wipe Top Esports at Otacon, and then they would find 2 easy side lane picks, then they would ace Top Esports on Baron, and then they would end the game. Top Esports tried for about 10 minutes, and then it was what we were all expecting from there on afterwards. It just has to be a T1 3-0, no? I refuse to believe Top Esports have the mental to actually win a game. Game 3 was another T1 stomp. I have to try to stay calm while typing this because I am genuinely furious at Kanavi. My roommate is currently sleeping, so I have to chill a bit. I don't remember when the last time I was this angry at a player was, but I cannot believe what Kanavi did this game. I don't know why the fuck he's out there thinking he's an Emerald solo queue, but I've never seen someone solo lose a winnable game so hard in my entire life before on an international stage. In my humble opinion, this is the worst individual game we've seen from anyone this entire year internationally. Okay, so the game starts and Top Esports actually get a lead. Kanavi gets a Happy Meal gank off on Doran somehow, and then Top Esports find another dive on Doran later. The second dive is actually a pretty bad play in my opinion, but it's a 1-for-1 and Kanavi is up 2-0. Then Kanavi and Cream find a pretty good play onto Faker, but Kanavi should absolutely never take this kill here. Like, it's not that bad I guess, but you can definitely give this kill to Aurora guaranteed because Mel's root is down and she has no flash. Qiyana already has her profane done, she does not benefit at all realistically by getting a third kill, whereas Aurora would absolutely love to have it. No biggie though, let's keep going. Okay, cool. Top Esports can win the whole game here. T1 have Ashe Renata, so they want to be pretty ahead, and Guma is currently a kill's worth of gold up on the Draven. However, Top Esports have a dive angle on the Ashe to give Draven a nice cash-in, which would get him very far ahead and give Top Esports a massive advantage. All they have to do is give the kill to Draven, which is free and easy, but like, I genuinely have no idea what the fuck Kanavi is thinking here by taking this. The last kill was a don't take this please. This kill is a what the fuck are you doing, you absolute inter, you are losing us the game. Don't worry guys, this extra brutalizer in the Qiyana's inventory is going to 1v9 this teamfight. We could have a completed Leandres on Aurora and a Draven with 1000 more gold, but don't worry because we have an extra 1300 on Kanavi's brutalizer that he can use to Earth Q over the wall and get one shot and die. It's so unserious, I cannot believe what Kanavi just did. I was not exaggerating, I think he is playing an Emerald solo queue game where he thinks he can take every kill in 1v9, while what he's actually doing is fucking over his entire team for no reason. Oh hey, check it out, Kanavi gets a 5th kill that he'll definitely use to win. Doran has a nice ult to get Jackie under the turret, but don't worry because our 5-kill Qiyana is here to save the day. She has no ult and she is still sitting on just the brutalizer, but she's definitely got this. Yeah, just kill me. Let's start doing Kanavi teamfight tracker. I don't even care about the other 9 players, this game is already over. Draven and Aurora are behind for no reason, and T1's comp is way better at this point, so let's just look at where top esports gold actually is and see how Kanavi expertly navigates these fights. Okay, misses his ult on the support, and one-man ults Pantheon into an Ornn Q, top esports lose the fight. This Axiom mark will change everything, by the way. Okay, let's see. Third Drake standoff, Cream has a flank, looks pretty tough, but maybe they can get something here. What does Kanavi do? Okay, flash Scion ult into Mel E, and he gets one shot before casting ult. Alright, here we go. A pick on Faker. Nice. Aurora can get this kill. It's a huge shutdown that could get one of our carries back into the game. Oh, okay, never mind. Kanavi is flashing to steal the shutdown again, so that way he can get his 6th useless kill. Alright, Kanavi has 3 items. What will he do now? Okay, walk out of base and lose 90% of his health and give over a free Otacon. Neat. Alright, next fight. What do we got here? 2 targets knocked up. Kanavi is too slow on the ult and he ults nobody into the wall. Good ult, Kanavi. Then he E's into the Scion ult and gets stunned and dies. Next one, Kanavi trades his life for a Mel kill, which is totally worth it because he definitely doesn't have every last drop of his team's gold or anything. Okay, time to maybe contest Baron. It looks pretty doomed, but maybe this is Kanavi's chance to turn things around. Empowered Blast Cone into the bush, actively tries to get hit with the Scion Q but it barely misses, then he gets hit with the Ash ult while he literally has flash up and he dies again. His 4 items are going to do a lot for his team here. I'm so glad that we have a 2-item Aurora and a 3-item Draven in comparison. Kanavi respawns, huge 2-man ult onto the Nexus, his 4 items are pumping damage, and he's dead and the game is over. Why do you never give out 1s? Why do you never give out 1s? Why wasn't this a 1? Because 1s are special. 1s are reserved for this shit, for when you actively turbo lose your entire team the game and make your 4 teammates' lives miserable for no reason. That's why. So T1 3-0 top esports as expected. Top esports simply cannot hold any semblance of form whatsoever when they play against an LCK team. It's simply a formality at this point. This series could have been a text message. You might wonder why the T1 scores are on the lower side today. It's not because T1 did anything wrong or anything, it's because they barely had to play the video game. They got to show up, stare at their monitors for 90 minutes, and get gifted 3 wins. Telecom Wars and Grand Finals. I think during the 1-week break, I'm actually going to see if I can do a full video for my prediction, or 2 videos, 1 for each team. I think I can do enough to make a little extra content for Grand Finals, so no prediction here. Super short video today, but it's about as much effort as top esports deserve for their showing. That's all I have for you for this one. I recently started a Patreon for people who want to support me more while I'm making these videos. I have 3 tiers, each with varying amounts of benefits, including different types of behind-the-scenes content, and even a custom Poro drawing that I'll display in video outros. If that interests you, check out the Patreon link in the description. I'll see you all for the next one. Bye!